Number 10. Crying girlfriend. In this video, we are going to show you 10 terrifying moments that were accidentally caught on camera. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Crying girlfriend. The boyfriend in this video thought he was being slick by sneaking up behind his girlfriend and scaring her, but little did he know that she had a pretty good reaction to it. And just when she thought he wasn't looking, he flipped the camera around to catch her shocked face. The best part is that she didn't even try to hide her true feelings. That's why this video got over 10 million views, because everyone found it so relatable. When you sneak up on someone who doesn't want to be bothered and they end up screaming at the top of their lungs, everyone feels the same way. Number 9. Spine-chilling scream. Imagine you're hanging out at your friend's house and you hear a loud bang from upstairs. You may think nothing of it at first, but then you start hearing what sounds like footsteps following by a blood-curdling scream. It would definitely freak you out, especially if it happened at night. Well, this exact thing happened to a Reddit user, and they were kind enough to share the audio clip with the world. Now, it turns out that there could be a perfectly rational explanation for the noise, but it still gives you the shivers listening to it. So listen for yourself and decide what you think it could be in the comments below. Number 8. Bloody meat cleaver. If you enjoy eating meat, then odds are that you've seen or used a meat cleaver at some point in your life. They're those big, heavy knives that butchers use to cut up animal carcasses. In fact, there's an urban legend that claims eating meat with a meat cleaver is a sign of the apocalypse. So imagine seeing one covered in blood in your kitchen. In this video, the guy swings the bloody meat cleaver around for no apparent reason. And since the video looks so realistic, many people have been sharing it as a prank. But in reality, it's probably just a dude trying to mess with people. Number 7. Evil clown. There's no doubt that clowns are creepy. They look normal on the outside, but then you see their makeup and it's disturbing. Some clowns can be funny, but most of them are just plain weird. So imagine walking down the street and coming across this clown holding a bloodied meat cleaver and laughing creepily. We don't know exactly what's going on here, but we do know that whoever posted this video had good intentions. Their goal was to scare people off with how disturbing the image is, and they definitely succeeded. Just look at the comments. People are calling it scary, nightmare-inducing, and a legitimate reason to move to another city. Number 6. Haunting laughter. Have you ever heard laughter that made you uncomfortable? Maybe it was because you didn't know the person laughing, or maybe it was just too loud. Either way, you can probably relate to the feeling of uneasiness that you get when you hear laughter that is unfriendly. Well, this haunting laughter was recorded by a Reddit user while they were hiking in the woods. At first they thought that it was kids messing around, but then it started to sound more like a woman hysterically laughing to herself. Although it might not be dangerous, it is creepy. So make sure to turn off your speakers if you're scared easily. Number 5. Evil doll. Dolls are already creepy, but what happens when they start moving on their own? Well, that's what happened in this video, and it freaked the crap out of the owner. She was walking through her house when she noticed her doll sitting upright in its chair, and she started recording it to prove that it was moving. Since she never took the doll out of the house, it hadn't been stolen. But that doesn't mean there's a reasonable explanation for the doll moving on its own. So let us know what you think happened in the comments below. Number 4. Eye in the wall. If you look around your house, you'll probably notice lots of holes, especially if you live in an older home. Those holes are usually from pictures that were hung on the wall at some point, but they can also be from mirrors. In fact, mirrors have been around for thousands of years, and they were originally used for practical reasons. But as time went on, they began to be associated with magic and the occult. Some people believe that mirrors can be portals to other dimensions, while others believe that they can trap souls. So imagine looking at a mirror in your bathroom and seeing this eye staring back at you. No matter what the explanation is, it's clear that this unsettling photo has freaked out millions of people. Number 3. Beast in the woods. When people go camping, They're usually excited to explore nature and maybe even spot an animal or two. However, sometimes they come across something that scares the living daylight out of them. Take this Reddit user, for example. They were taking a leisurely stroll through the woods when they saw a pair of eyes staring at them from behind a log. So they pulled out their phone and started recording. The user said that they couldn't tell whether the creature was a dog or a bear, but they weren't willing to stick around long enough to find out. And we don't blame them. After all, they were smart enough to run away before whatever it was attacked them. Gnome. 2. Scary shadow. If you watch horror movies, then you've probably seen the classic trope where a character is being stalked by a killer and they see the killer's shadow in the background. Well, this exact thing happened to a Reddit user, except they didn't realize it until after they'd taken the picture. It was only when they looked at the photo later that they saw the shadowy figure standing behind them. So let us know what you think is going on here in the comments below. Could this be the shadow of an innocent bystander or something more sinister? No. 1. Ghostly figure. Ghosts are always a hot topic, and whether or not they exist is still up for debate. Some people say that they've seen ghosts before, and others say that they haven't. Well, this person appears to have captured a ghost on camera, and they posted the video on YouTube for everyone to see. In the video, you can see a dark figure standing next to a bed, and although it's not moving, it seems to have a human-like shape. So let us know what you think this could be in the comments below. Is it really a ghost, or is there another explanation for the strange figure? All right, folks, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. And remember to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our awesome videos. Until then, stay safe and don't forget to keep your friends close and your enemies closer. We'll see you next time.